the weather was able to die down, and the water started clearing up. So I was like, shoot, I'm going live any chance I get. I told y'all I'm gonna try to do a live every night, if not every other night. You know, there's always so much to discuss when it comes down to this world and the amount of trauma that we've all been through, and the wickedness that is in high places. Like, Ephesians talks about we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against wickedness and principalities in high places. And we real deal wrestle with that for sure. Like, we wrestle against things that we can see on a daily basis and the things that we cannot see on a daily basis. And a lot of times, nowadays, vibration is important. People who vibe low can easily be taken over by dark entities at any given time. Hey, Eva, I'm glad you came on. Sorry for my tardiness. I had to handle some things. But I'm on now. I'm going to talk about some important topics. So bear with me real quick. I got to fix my drink. I got a little iced coffee. I'm saying how to get that. But yeah, like society today, this system that we live in has orchestrated and created so many ways to dumb us down, to dumb down the masses, to make us look at ourselves as less than what we really are. You know, we tell ourselves nowadays, yeah, we're infinite beings, yeah, we're eternal, this and that, but we don't fully know what that means to the full extent. And some of us probably have a good understanding of that. you know some of us probably astral projected before. Like, you land in your bed and you see your body, like you rise up out of your body and you see your body laying in bed. I've had a few experiences like that. um that's one of the telltale signs that we do have a soul, we do live on after this life. But they say that there's ways where you can rise up out of your body at night and you can travel to the cosmos and travel to different planets and stuff. But a lot of times when we go to sleep, especially as empaths and chosen ones, we go through certain missions, we go through certain places. Sometimes we have to be in certain places to deliver certain messages. Sometimes we have to be in certain places in the cosmos to witness certain events happening. And I truly believe that the time in history that we're in right now, um, the cosmos is going to start merging with the earth. I had a dream about it a few days ago. I think last week. I was literally the way the dream was set up was I was literally in outer space and I saw all these stars, all these lights, and a voice was telling me in my ear, it was like in the near future the earth and the cosmos are going to be one. So all those galactic beings that are up there watching over this realm, they're going to start showing themselves, they're going to start interacting with us. They do love us, they do care about us. They see the situation that we're in. It's just that when it comes down to this reality, as far as the 3D, everything goes through cycles, you know? So if everything goes through cycles, that means even if evil does a lot of evil stuff, at the end of the day, we will be redeemed. We will be redeemed, y'all. So I had to, talk about this because we're in a time in history where uh, we will see the earth change. We will see society change. We will see the wicked be destroyed. It's happening slowly but surely. It's going to be more deaths coming up for these world leaders. You know, they had their time. It's not that it's karma, it's just that their cycle was up. So, you know, sometimes evil has a season and sometimes righteousness has a season. That's just the balance of the universe. It's unfortunate, but you got to take that up with the divine. You got to take that up with the Most High. That's how the Most High designed it. You know, sometimes evil have their time to reign. Now, but the thing about it is, the time that we in, we're about to see the righteous reign for a very long time. A very long time. It will never end. You know, let me read the comments real quick. Eva says, wow, something new to me. Yes, give the hands. I've seen some of these parents get really sick and die the minute we go no contact. They are fully aware of all the things they did to us over the years, but their pride and ego is first. Let's talk about that, Gifted Hands. Thanks for coming through, Gifted Hands. I really appreciate y'all coming through and spending time. I know it's late. Some of y'all have work in the morning now, you know. But uh, a lot of us just been up lately because, you know, something's about to go down. But let's go to the topic at hand: narcissistic parents. Now, I have seen narcissistic parents work in unison, both a narcissistic father and a narcissistic mother. But I've also seen how narcissistic mothers treat their daughters versus their sons. Narcissistic mothers really, like, if a narcissistic mother has a daughter that's prettier than her, it's competition automatically. It's competition, you know. So what the daughter does, the daughter grows up trying to please her mom. Like, mom, why do you hate me so much? And don't let the narcissistic mother bring a boyfriend in the house. That's just going to make things worse because now she's going to be like, oh, you're trying to take my man from me. Like, she's saying this to her own daughter. You're trying to take my man from me. You know what I'm saying? Versus a narcissistic mother with a son. I don't know what it is about narcissistic mothers and sons, but they try to hold on to their sons as long as they can. They, you know, and then they try to make it the son's duty or obligation to please the mother or be the son husband, right? Some people, a lot of mothers nowadays, not all, but a lot of mothers, since they lived their life, didn't have any luck with a lot of men, they try to turn their sons into their husbands emotionally. And sometimes it gets physical. Sometimes it gets physical. Um, but the difference when the narcissistic mothers treat their son versus their daughter, the narcissistic mother treats their daughter like trash. You know, there's a lot of women out there that are homeless because their narcissistic mother won't support them. You know, their mother hated the daughter throughout the years. You know, and then if the daughter gets some sort of success, the narcissistic mother is going to try to come back in her life and try to control her in some kind of way. So I'm gonna get to the narcissistic fathers, but the narcissistic mother is so destructive, y'all. So destructive in a child's life, whether it's male or female, whether it's son or daughter. Um, you know, it's just the fact that the narcissistic mother is so selfish that they view their children as uh commodities to or tools to be used at will. Oh, you're supposed to tolerate me. You're supposed to be in my life and dedicate your emotional energy to me. Mind you, they do all kinds of fucked up shit. Like, sometimes your narcissistic mother would literally uh abuse you, put hands on you, kick you out of the house just so uh you can come running back to them, come crawling back to them. See, I told you you need me. See, I told you you need me. It's sick. It's sadistic. And they do this to both the son and the daughter, but mainly they do this to the daughters. Now, when you're dealing with narcissistic fathers, it's the same dynamic. The narcissistic father treats their son and their daughters differently. A narcissistic father would treat his daughter like that's his girlfriend or his wife. A narcissistic father would treat his son like trash, abuse him, talk down on him. And a lot of times, this is why, you know, if you see some videos on social media, Some of these sons would literally have to go in the street and fight their fathers because their fathers was just so abusive and disrespectful, and the son had enough. But the narcissistic father would do damn near anything for the daughter as long as the daughter is willing to be in the father's life and put up with him and you know, any man that calls their daughter uh boo or bae, come on boo, come on baby, it's that's not some daughter type activity going on. It's something else psychological in their head, you know. And a lot of times a narcissistic father will literally try to control a lot of aspects of your life. Let's say you go into college, you want to get a college degree. They will literally try and pick your profession for you. Nah, I don't think you should go to college for nursing. I think you should go to college for engineering. And a lot of children that grew up with narcissistic fathers had to deal with stuff like that. Like, you know, your narcissistic father try to put you in a choir. Like, you can't sing. You don't want to sing, but they want to put you in a choir and make you sing, because the narcissistic father, it'll please the narcissist. A lot of these narcissistic parents, they want to live their life through you. This is why I say all the time in my videos, without the chosen ones, without the light workers, a lot of people have nothing to go for it on when it comes down to life. Their life is just boring. It's like they have a miserable. It's like your life is their life. Without you being around living your life, they don't have a life. Your life is their life. What's going on in Aaron's life? What's going on in Eva's life? What's going on in, that's all they care about. And then if they find out what you got planned, they're gonna try to throw some sort of monkey wrench or some sort of twist in your plan or some sort of suggestion. Understand one thing: you don't really need them, because a lot of narcissistic parents are stumbling blocks. But it sucks because a lot of us had to crawl out the mud of that abusive insane asylum, right? We had to crawl out the mud of that abusive insane asylum and try to make something of ourselves. But even then, they just don't know when to realize that they're wrong for disrespecting you. They're wrong for abusing you. They're wrong for competing with you. They're wrong for being jealous of you. What kind of parent is jealous of their own child because their own child is gifted? Your child is gifted academically. Your child is gifted with artwork or drawing. But you want to shut that child down because you think, and I'm talking about the narcissistic parent, they think that whatever they're doing is oh, it's not going to get you anywhere. Do it my way. It's my way. My way. My way. That's the problem with society today. It's too many people out here that want you to do shit their way. What happens when you're dealing with narcissistic parents, they will literally try to strip every single ounce of independence out of you. Every single ounce of independence out of you. They make you so totally codependent. That's why real chosen ones, despite going through that, real chosen ones don't like to ask for help like that. If we can handle it by ourselves, we'll handle it by ourselves. Because we know what it's like when your parents try to make you so codependent on them. Please let me direct you in your life. Let me guide you. As a parent should always be willing to let their child make their own decisions in life. You can tell them about certain things that they're doing wrong. If they're doing wrong, they're just doing wrong. But don't sit here and try to dictate what career path they should take. Don't sit here and try to dictate a lot of different things in your child's life, because that child at the end of the day is going to get older and they got to make some decisions for themselves. You have to allow your child to have a sense of independence. If you can start them early, start them early. Some parents will literally toss you to the wolves, not to abandon you, but to allow you to grow in certain things. And I think that's kind of good, because okay, you want to do this, go ahead. Just know you got my full support. But a narcissistic parent is not like that. If it's not something that they want you to do, they don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. There will literally be spiritual stumbling blocks in your life for whatever independent decisions you want to make. They want to strip you of all codependent. They want to strip you of all independency and make you very codependent on them. That's why a lot of times, a lot of people are like 50, 60 years old still living with their parents, and their parents is like 80, 90 years old. You're like, goddamn, you didn't even have the courage to try to step out there and see the world. You stayed in one city your whole life with your parents. That's the psychological programming that narcissistic parents do. I've literally saw a narcissistic parent take take their children's grant money for college. Oh, how much you getting paid for grant? Okay, give it to me. Sometimes a narcissistic parent, they find out you got a job. Oh, since you got a job now, you got to pay an extra $300 a month just to live here. But if I don't have a job, I don't have to pay. But if I get a job, I have to pay. Does that make any sense? But this is the stuff that narcissistic parents do. They are very toxic to the growth of a lot of children. That's why a lot of children, they grow up so codependent. They don't, I say this all the time in my other video, they cannot function in independence. They got to have some sort of crutch. When you are chosen one, you are your own crutch. This is the Most High designed to where we have to be the ones to uh, pull ourselves out of certain situations because we just have it in us to do that. You know, most chosen ones are not codependent like that. If we could do it by ourselves, we'd do it by ourselves all day, every day, because that's what we was used to this whole entire time. And the narcissistic parents, whether father or mother, they hate that so much. They hate the fact, go ahead and cut off your narcissistic parents and see how they act. You will become you will become the worst villain in the world. You the bad guy because you don't want to put up with their crap anymore, because you want to live your life in peace for once. That's how destructive narcissistic parents are, man. If they don't have a sense of control over you, they will try to destroy your image. They will try to destroy your reputation. And sometimes if you try to ask them for help in the future, they won't even try to help you. But a lot of times, narcissistic parents got so much karma on their heads that over the years, you start seeing a lot of stuff happening to them. Especially like nowadays, especially this year, man, a lot of people's parents are leaving. Maybe it's because of all the foul stuff that they do. A lot of these parents are karmic. You know, they were only there to bring you into this world. They wasn't supposed to be, should I say, uh, really supportive of you. They just don't have it in them to be that. You know, as a chosen one, you have to understand that you came in this world alone, and you're more likely going to go out of this world alone. Whether you have wife, husband, kids, doesn't matter. This is the reality of things. You know, just because that's your mama or your daddy or your auntie or your sister or your brother does not mean that they are the same as you because y'all came from the same bloodline. You are totally different from them. That's what they hate. So this is what they try to do. They try to psychologically make you codependent on them. And a lot of times they try to make you the scapegoat so you could be a slave to whatever demands that they want you to do. You wondering why you working so damn hard for them, why they giving you little to nothing, little to no support. You have to learn things on your own. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to let you go because it's like emotionally, they feel guilty. They feel guilty. Like, there's guilt inside of these narcissistic parents that's eating them up, because they know they karmic as hell. They know they traumatic as hell to be around, but they just can't stand the thought of losing their daughter or losing their son. A lot of parents nowadays cannot take that pain of losing their daughters or losing their son. Oh, my son don't talk to me. My mom, my daughter don't talk to me. But they don't look in the mirror and see that it was them that caused this stuff on themselves. They think, oh, I don't know what's wrong. You know exactly what's wrong. You tried to ruin every opportunity, every step of the way of my life. That's what you try to do. And you still trying to ruin me. So I have to distance myself from you. A lot, and sometimes it's hard to just cut off your parents automatically. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard to do that. It's not easy doing that, man. But you have to realize, on a logical sense, that peace is more important than family a lot of times. Because if your family is toxic, you have to put peace, your well-being, and your health on the forefront. You have to put your well-being before them. It's the honest truth. If you have good parents, appreciate your good parents, because these parents out here, bro, they have uh they have generational trauma in them, and they will dump that crap on you, especially if you're a chosen one. Man, a lot of look, we live in a world that if you don't follow the crowd, if you're not like everybody else, if you don't do what everybody tells you to do, you're automatically hated, whether they know you or not. You are automatically hated whether they know you or not, man. This is the world that we live in. It's unfortunate, but a lot of chosen ones, we have to stand on our own 2 feet, and we have to make a way for ourselves one way or another, you know? And we have to trust in the vine every step of the way, you know? Because like I said before, you're going to come in this world alone, and you're going to die alone. It is what it is, man. Let me see the comments. Oh, y'all came heavy. Ho-ho! Let me read the comments. Okay. Yes, so true. They love calling us witches. Gifted Hand says they love calling us witches, warlocks, when they are the wicked ones. I survived these people, and looking back, I was seeing their karma unaware. Right, Gifted Hands, right. Sorry, let me drink my coffee, y'all. Eva says it's crazy, but true. Yep, always. That envy is no joke. Right, Gifted Hands, yes. Your narcissistic parents will always be jealous of you. Why? Because they see you gifted with certain things that they're not gifted with. See, they grew up making mistakes, doing all kinds of weird shit, but they jealous of you because you have a better shot at life than they do. So they try to ruin it. And they try to keep themselves attached to you, or keep you attached to them, or keep an emotional grip on you. Oh, I'm your mother, I'm your father. You can't leave me. You can't leave my life. Yes, the fuck I can. I don't need your permission to leave your life just because you my mama, you my daddy. Come on, man. India Hayes. Hey, India Hayes, good to see you. I'm an artist, and my mom would laugh obnoxiously at my artwork. See? See, look at that testimony, y'all. Look at India Hayes' testimony. So with the rest of my family. See? She says she doesn't get art. Made me feel bad. Yes. Target your self-esteem about the gifts that you have. India Hayes says, but guess what? I'm 2 years separated from my NARC parents, and now my artwork is now hanging in the art gallery here downtown where I live. See, and that's what it came down to. That's an amazing testimony, y'all. Look at India Hayes. Look what she became. Hanging her art in the art gallery. She didn't let her mom and her family sway her from the gift that she has. India Hayes, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, sis. Real talk, man. That's beautiful. Eva Abreu says, amen. Exactly. Gifted Hand says Psalms 27, verse 10. I gotta look that up. India Hayes says, have you ever had random flashbacks of how dirty your parents did you? Now that you have an understanding of what narcissism. Oh my gosh, India Hayes. I get flashbacks all the time. That's why I keep my parents at a distance. Because they try to put that stuff. A lot of times, narcissistic parents will try to sweep all the abusive crap they did to you through childhood, all the scapegoating, all the manipulation. They try to sweep that stuff under the rug, because later on in life, they start to try to, oh, maybe I should try to treat my daughter and son better. No, it's too late. You did the damage already. It doesn't matter how nice they try to act towards you now. It'll never be the same, because you can't trust them, because whatever demons they got, you don't want any parts of that. E-Baby. Oh, we got E-Baby in the building. All right now. And they expect so much from the scapegoat. Right. and so little from the golden child. Exactly. Come on with it, baby. Speak your gospel, huh? Right. They expect so much from the scapegoat. You got to go above and beyond for your narcissistic parents, while the golden child gets to sit back, do nothing. If the golden child makes mistakes, the narcissistic parents will support that golden child. But if you the scapegoat, you better not make mistakes around that narcissistic parent, man. They finna come on your head so hard. It's funny how society is so strict towards people of the light. If you're a person of the light, it doesn't matter where you go. Society is so damn strict on us. We barely can make mistakes. Everybody else can make mistakes. They get a pat on the back. We make a mistake. Nigga, what the fuck you think this shit is, cuz? I'll fire your ass right now, cuz. You know, that's the kind of shit they do, man. Believe in yourself. Your thought isn't you. Your anxieties aren't you. Your everything that happens inside, outside, inside yourself isn't you. It's simply generated in you. Pauline McGain says, this narc, they have no drive. Right. Starlight, the narcs in my life boast about being so smart but act so dumb. Right. Absolutely. I honestly have to say I prefer the term chosen in yourself than chosen one. Okay, well, that's your opinion. That's true. Starlight says 100. Right. They just want to exist. Get their hands flashback is what caused the PTSD, but I asked God to renew my mind. Oh, yeah. It's triggering. When you think about your past and the things that they did to you, that stuff can trigger a lot of anxiety. It can trigger a lot of hate, a surge of emotions. And you have to sometimes you have flashback. You have to sit back and take some deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? Take some deep breaths and just and try to let it pass, because we can't do anything about the past, unfortunately. Starlight. I told my narc, when I leave, you will gossip about me and find another punching bag. Right. Well, they definitely gonna miss you for sure. You know. So let me talk about, now that we talked about narcissistic parents, let's talk about messing with the chosen one. Okay. Let's talk about messing with the chosen one. I'm gonna continue on from what I was saying last night. There are people out here, they like to poke the bear. They like to go towards danger. They like to start danger. And then when consequences comes to their front step or their doorstep, it's like, no, 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 don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. No. People are cowardly like that, bro. It's like they want to try somebody that they don't know, or even try somebody that they do know, who's just minding their business, ain't doing anything wrong, just trying to live their life, and they just want to be in the way, just want to start some drama, just want to be some crazy makers. But when they do that crap to a chosen one, a person of the light who's loving, who just likes to, make peace with the world and things like that, they don't know what kind of danger that they're in. Listen, when people play with you, they're in so much danger, bro. People better tread lightly when it comes down to people of the light, when it comes down to the Most High's people, man. When it comes down to people of the light, if people don't get their shit together, I'm trying to tell you, it's all fun and games until you try the wrong one, until the Creator steps in and exact that punishment tenfold. A lot of these narcissists that did y'all dirty in the past, they think they got away. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I hurt her. Or yeah, I hurt him. Yeah, I one up her. I one up him. Yeah. But they don't know that doom is right around the corner. Doom is right around the corner. There is no elevation for them. They tell me we going to elevate to another dimension, the 4D, the 5D, and above and beyond. But they're so low vibrational, they're just going to go lower. So they're going to go lower than 3D. Imagine you put yourself in a hole that's so deep that's difficult for you to climb out because you tried the wrong people, man. That's why this is why it's important to not play games with people, because you don't know who protects that person in the spiritual realm. You don't know what kind of spiritual team that certain people have. You mess around with the wrong person, it can be fatal, bro. Just even uttering the wrong words to the wrong person just to offset them or throw them off. Now I get it. We had to go through that in our life to train us up, to make us more powerful in the midst of chaos. Does not mean that those people are exempt. While they was training us, all that karmic debt was piling up on them. You know, they have so many skeletons in a closet of stuff that they have to face as time goes on. Demise. Because people can't escape karma because divine controls people's thoughts. And when divine controls people's thoughts, these narcissists would literally run into a wall. You'd be like, how did I run into a wall? Because divine made you run into that wall. Because of the karmic debt that's on them. You know, how did I get into that car accident? That karmic debt that's on them. You know, I've ran into people that tried me, and over the years they got injured, they got hurt physically. Bad stuff happened to them. You know, it's just the honest truth. It's not. No, you know, I'm just saying we have to be very careful of what we do to people, but people have to be very careful of what they do to us. That's all I got to say. Messing with a chosen one, a light worker, a person who's, you know, you a person that cares about the homeless. You the one that care about the less fortunate. You want to see people win. You tired of seeing suffering around the world, and you think some evil narcissist, some bottom of the barrel crab trash person finna just step to you and just disrespect you, say all kinds of crap. My whole thing with people is if you don't like what somebody has to say, leave that person alone. Stop trying to argue or go back and forth with how you think and what you feel. It doesn't matter. How they feel is how they feel. What they say is what they say. If you don't like it, just leave it alone. Don't try to go up against them, try to go to war against them because of how they feel and what they believe in. You know, that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? People have to let go of trying to force somebody to see shit their way. If somebody sees something a certain way, we have to let them see it that way. And a lot of times, a lot of evil folks, they hate how chosen ones see the world. Because we see the world as like, damn, you know, I just want to help people. I just want to see people shine for once. I'm tired of all the suffering. And people like, man, you weak as hell. You need to be like this. You need to be mean. You need to be aggressive. You need to be this. You know, for example, a lot of people say, oh, you're not a man if you ain't aggressive. Or you're not a woman if you're not a real woman if you don't have like a big degree or some shit. Biologically, that's just who we are. If whatever is external does not define who we are. I'm not gonna sit here and be completely. You mean to tell me I have to be extremely aggressive and loud and boisterous to be a man, to be considered a real man, right? You know, does that make any sense? When I'm just a man, regardless, this is just who I was born to be. People have to let go of the fact that people just gonna be who they are, regardless, man. It doesn't matter how you feel or think about how other people feel or think about certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. You know, somebody would say, uh, I like Rick Ross Bel Air Rose drink. Somebody else would say, oh, man, I don't like that shit. That shit horrible. I can't believe you like that shit. Why you like that shit, cuz? Because I just like that shit. You don't like it, you don't like it. Goddamn. You know? But people have to realize that you don't necessarily have to like a chosen one. You could just leave that chosen one alone and live another day. It's that simple. People mess up when they try to step on your turf and try to step on you and crush you and try to crush your self-esteem, try to manipulate you, try to scapegoat you. People lose like that, bro. And the Most High always steps in and whoops their ass. And a lot of times they get really hurt or sometimes they die. You know? There are people out here that got so much karmic debt on them for all the wrong that they did. They're literally marked for death. That's why you hear some of these stories about these narcissists. They end up at a train station, butt naked, or you know they end up on the street strung out on drugs. That's the karmic debt that they accumulated for themselves. They should have did. They would have been better if they would have just left you alone. Okay, they don't like you. Okay, just leave you alone. Don't sit here and manipulate and try to use and abuse. I don't care if it is for survival. We all surviving. We all got to make a way for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you ain't gonna get help like that in this world. So you got to make something shake. You know, there's single mothers out there that with 3 kids, they had to do what they had to do to make some shake for their babies. There was no man at home. So what's the narcissist excuse? You know what I'm saying? Let me read the comments. Y'all coming in hot. Y'all coming in hot. E-Baby says, narc parents will also tell other family members your personal business. Oh my gosh, come on with it, E-Baby. Big facts. Superior facts. Overlord facts. Right. I see you, baby. I see you. So that you could be attacked in all directions. Right. And a lot of times, as a chosen one, you get attacked by so many. You don't just get attacked by one person. It's always a gang of people, whether it's at a job, whether it's in your family. Shoot, even when you go to certain places like the grocery store sometimes, you get stared down by people, man. E-Baby, Starlight says, E-Baby, because you are so powerful. That's right, E-Baby is powerful. That's right. The more powerful you are, the greater the attack. Stay protected. Right. Right. Right, E-Baby. Yes, very true. Right. Yeah. Yeah, they will gang up on you. Right. Eva says, yes, 100. Oh, we got Spirit Lead Me. Oh, thanks for gracing us with your presence. We got Spirit Lead Me in the building, y'all. For real, it's dangerous messing with the chosen one. He totaled new supply car. Ooh. It flipped and rolled, and it's a miracle he's still alive. Whew. Boy, he got to live with that on his head for the rest of his life. And he still won't turn. He still won't turn to God. They under a strong delusion. Yes, that's true. That's true, Spirit Limi. They are under a very strong delusion. You know, because they believe in their mind that the world should be how they think, and people should be how they think that we should. You know, they think we should be how they think we should be, instead of what we think we should be, or just be who we are. Eva says they like to blame all the time. Absolutely, that's right. Pauline says they have to obey at the succubus or incubus spirit over them because this type of spirit causing accountable. I'm not sure what you're saying, Pauline. India Hayes says, you know what's crazy too? I can't even be near narc family members. My entire last time I hung with my narc sibling, my entire vacation. I feel you. I feel you, India. Get the Hand says, I'm mixed. I'm American, but raised around Jamaican people who think that if you don't think or move like them, you're doing, what you're doing makes no sense. They know there's no such thing of having different views. You know, I know how it's like to have island parents. Island parents could be some of the worst parents. I'm telling you, bro. I know what I'm talking about, bro. I know what you're talking about. Get the hands. Island parents could be some of the worst parents, bro. For real. Starlet says, India, neither can I. Once you leave the narcs, you have to cut off anything connected to them. Right. India says, what's hell? Nothing went right for me, and she didn't purposely do anything. I injured my eye from hitting it on flat screen TV in my hotel room alone. It had to be bad juju. Yeah, you know what? When you come around certain people or certain family members, just weird stuff happen. Weird stuff happen. You know, it's just weird. You know, sometimes you come around them and all of a sudden, you know, you feeling sick, or, you know, you always bumping your feet against something. You know, it's always something, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not easy growing up as a empath with narcissistic family members, especially narcissistic parents. Get the Hands, their mouth alone is cursing you. Right. Right. Yeah, just by them speaking, they like bring curses in your life. You know, that's just how it is, y'all. That's just how it is. You know, That's why I say if you all are still dealing with your parents and you have a hard time letting them go, I understand because these are the people that supposedly raised you. But a lot of times you have to raise yourself. But you know, if you want to cut them off, cut them off. Don't feel guilty about cutting off the people that bring so much uh drama and chaos into y'all lives, man. Don't feel guilty about that. Everything's gonna be alright, y'all. Get the hand say they speak bad over us all the time. They just to say I told you so. Right. It's like they sit back and wait for you to make some sort of mistake. Just be like, see, you're not better than us. See. If you would have listened to me, sometimes they say, if you would have listened to me, this wouldn't have happened. You know? At the end of the day, y'all, these people, they have karmic debt that they're dealing with. You know? Imagine having to go through life and then you pass away and you ask, oh, what happened to my parents? Or what happened to my grandma? What happened? Oh, they're in a different dimension than you. They have some past karmic debt that they have to deal with. You know, I think after this life, if you and your parents or your family aren't aligned, or certain people aren't aligned in a certain way, you all are just going to go separate ways. You probably won't even see them again. You know, this is probably the only time you probably ever get to see your family again. Maybe. That's just a theory of mine. That's just a theory of mine. India Hayes says, she came to see me in my hotel room earlier that day, and she brought this heavy energy. Before, when she came in my room, was light as a feather. Yeah. There's some people in our lives, or there's some people you're gonna meet that everything is peaceful when they're not around you, but as soon as they come around you, the atmosphere start feeling funny, your stomach start feeling funny. I like to call that dark energy. They have dark things, probably legions of demons residing within them. You know, they're under some sort of demonic stronghold. You know, we're not hated by narcissists, we're hated by demons that are using these narcissists. You know, if y'all catch my drift. Spirit Lead Me says part of their karma is just them being them. That's facts, Spirit Lead Me. That's mega facts. Right. And they be them because that's the choice. They want to be them. This is the choices that they want to make. You know, they want to be toxic. They want to be destructive. They want people to feel how they feel because they feel like, oh, you deserve it, when nobody really deserves that. You know, they just need they. You know, it gets a point in time where therapy don't work for narcissists. They're too far gone. The evil has a grip on them. Evil has such a mighty grip on them. They can't help it. Enia Hayes says, not to mention, she arrived 3 hours late. Yeah, and said she was on the way for 3 hours. What? Whew. I hate that crap, man. Man, I'm gonna be there in about 10 minutes. Then a whole hour comes by. You said 10 minutes, man. I can't tell how many times I've been through that. Psh, man, for real. Get the hand says all the people who love me, all strangers. I even went homeless just to escape them. Right, right. I'm sorry to hear that. Get the hands. Get the hands said, hey spirit, leave me. Love your channel. Believe in yourself. Karma equals self. Right. Yeah. People bring karma on themselves all the time. And a lot of times their tongue and the shit that they say brings that shit right on themselves. But they so delusional they think they right for just blurting out random shit to random people. You don't know who you be messing with. Spirit Limi says, thank you, get the hand. Love you, girl. Yeah. Get the hand says, has anyone experienced doing some wrong in life and then they use that one thing you did even years later to keep abusing you? Yeah. Yeah. Starlight, why you know my comments? I haven't seen your comments. I was going down one by one. I haven't seen your comments. There's a thing on YouTube where they don't show you certain comments until after the video uploads. Cause some of the videos I uploaded recently, I looked at it. I was like, I didn't see these comments when I was doing it live. So if I missed your comments, it's not that I'm doing it on purpose. It's just that YouTube don't show those comments until after the video is uploaded. Now I look again, I'm like, I didn't see that comment. Cause I go one by one. I always make sure I go one by one. Um, is this karma or are they just abusing you for the fun of it? They just abusing you for the fun of it. You know? Especially if it's something so small that you did years ago and they want to hold that over your head. It's just a form of control to make you feel bad. You know? Let me see. Like I said before, they mess with the chosen one, they in trouble, y'all. That's all I'm saying. They mess with the chosen one, they in trouble. E-Baby says, yeah, some of my comments don't show up. Yeah, it's YouTube. Yeah, because of E-Baby, I seen some of your comments in my last video. I'm like, I would have saw that comment. I didn't see it. You know? I don't do that on purpose, y'all. Trust me. I try to read comments. It's just YouTube. YouTube is weird, bro. Like, even when you look at analytics, that crap be messing up too. Inia Hayes said, how old are you? You are very mature to look this young. You have the vibe of an older uncle that has been around the block and has endless knowledge. That's a compliment, by the way. Yeah, I turned 31 this year. So, yeah, I'm up there. Um, but, yeah, y'all. But I'm not an average 30-year-old. I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been to college. I've been here. I've been in the military. I've done a lot. I've done a lot. Yeah. Get the Hand says, YouTube even unsub me from many people. Yeah. YouTube, man, there's times where I lose subscribers. I'm like, some people just don't like what I have to say, so they have to throw their little 2 cents or they just unsubscribe, you know? But then sometimes YouTube will just unsubscribe people and they have to resubscribe. YouTube is weird, y'all. This platform is very weird. Very weird. Y'all, hey, uncle. Yeah, y'all. I'm your uncle, man. Yeah, man. Let's just go ahead and grab the grill and put some meat on the barbecue real quick. We got some things to talk about, right? Okay, you 32. All right. Yeah. Starlight, the movie Joker is about narc abuse. Police know who to target. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how old that movie is, the Joker. I like Batman movies. Batman movies be hitting. Let me see what time it is. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. But listen, y'all, I'm going to get up off of here. Thank you all for coming on. I hope y'all enjoyed the message. Let me shout y'all out real quick. Gift of Hands, thanks for coming through. Starlight, thanks for coming through. India Hayes, thanks so much for coming through. E-Baby, thanks for coming through like always. Spirit Lead Me, thanks for coming through. Believe in yourself, thanks for coming through. Let's see, who else? Eva, thanks for coming through. Let's see. Pauline, thanks for coming through. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Yeah, thank y'all for coming through, man, and showing love and showing support. And I hope this message has been really helpful. And let me see. Spirit Lead Me says, God bless. Hey, God bless. God bless you too, Spirit Lead Me. Yes, for sure. Amen. India Hayes says, I want to help and support you however I can as it pertains to narc abuse. Absolutely. You know, I have a Facebook page. I think it's called Chosen Warriors of Light. I don't want to butcher the name. But, you know, if you search that on Facebook, join the group. It's small right now, but it's going to start growing. We're going to start putting some posts up there. I'm gonna start doing little clips of videos talking about narcissism or talk about life lessons and stuff. I'm Uncle Aaron, man. I'm Uncle Aaron. Talk to your boy. Huh? Talk to your boy. Yeah, I got an old soul, y'all. That's just me. I got an old soul. I just got a young man's body. So a lot of times when I live life, people think I'm younger than what I really am, but I'm older than what I really am. I'm 30. I'm about to be 31, but I'm really 75 years old on the inside. So just look at me as a 75-year-old man from now on. You feel me? All right, y'all. But listen, thank you all so much for coming through. I love each and every one of y'all. And if y'all ever want to talk, I'm on Facebook. You can hit me on my email, timesexplain111 at gmail.com. All right. And y'all, please be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep healing. And keep your discernment high, because these times people are desperate for energy. You know. Starlight says, have you heard or read the book Convoluted Universe? She mentions this. I've never heard of that, but I try to look into that Convoluted Universe. But listen, y'all, I'm gonna get up off of here. It's about to be 3 in the morning. I'm surprised. Damn near 14, 15 people came on tonight. But listen, I love y'all once again. Y'all please be safe. And we'll chop it up again soon, y'all. I'm gonna try to do another live soon. All right. You said granddad. I'm a young granddad, back in the day type deal. You feel me? All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. I love y'all.